I guess if what I'm suggesting to you makes me a rhino, so be it. I still have the right to vote. So here's the plan, folks. And I'd like you to think about it too. Hey, tubers. Here's a video to think about, okay? And I know it's going to make some people really, really unhappy. So, good. Listen, we all know that Washington, D.C., the federal government, has pretty much broken down. I mean, nobody can argue with that. And from what I can see, really, the Republican Party has lost its way because it is embracing a terrorist, a domestic terrorist named Donald Trump, and the cult of the Trumpers. So, I don't believe the federal government is going to fix this and hold not only the ex-president, but all of the people in government and power that are responsible for this. How can you and I, as voters and citizens of America, fix this? Well, I say we should all become Republicans and vote in this 2022 Republican primary. It will be the easiest way to get rid of any foolish, non-realistic thinking Republican candidates. I mean, I don't want to pick on Republicans. I'm a registered independent. But I'm convincing my friends that we should all join the Republican Party and vote. Easiest way. Let's everybody become Republicans. What would happen to the Republican Party if tens of thousands of Democrats, let's even say black, African American, non-white Democrats, join the Republican Party? Don't give them a dime and vote your conscience. And remember, in the general election, you're allowed to vote for whoever you want. But in the primaries, you can only vote for the Republican candidates or the Democrat candidates, depending on your primary, your party designation. So, hey, let's all become Republicans, vote in the Republican primary, and even if you don't endorse their policies of these people, the candidate, if you know they're talking 2020 election stolen, or I embrace Donald Trump, whatever he says, they're not in the real world. Let's vote those people out. I really don't care what anybody's policies are. I just want to stop this stupid talk that we're seeing from politicians in America. If it's raining, say it's raining. And it's all right to say you got wet. But let's just be honest about everything, or at least honest enough so that it doesn't look too stupid. Okay, so as an independent, I'm becoming a Republican so that I can vote in the Republican primary and help America. You should also become Republicans and vote in the primary. And remember, in the general election, you can vote any way you want. Oh, and in case you don't understand the logic of this, see, if you can just get 500 or 1,000 independents or Democrats to register Republican and vote in the primary, you can easily tip the scales away from those candidates who are talking foolishness. Okay? And there's so many different subjects of unrealistic things, from whatever's going on with the pandemic to the election to the future of America. I don't know. Pick what you want. But let's pick people that are more mainstream in whatever area they are and not get the fringes. And then we can see if we can't make America work. But like I said, in the primaries, because you might have 5 or 6 Republican or Democrat, I guess the Republicans could do the same thing, 5 or 6 candidates running to be the one, 500 to 1,000 radical votes could tip the election. And that's what we want to do. We don't want people who are endorsed by Donald J. Trump to ever be in office. You really, historically, realistically need to look at what's happened, what is happening, and maybe even what's happening around the world. But I don't want a president who's got his own personal army and that are loyal to him. And I might not have said this before, but the Vice President Pence actually deserves a Congressional Medal of Freedom, because maybe it is true that one man can make a difference. Right place, right time. Okay, let's all become Republicans and vote in the primary. Thanks.